Hey YouTube, Sequin Shinobi here with a review of the D-Arts Mewtwo from, obviously, Pokemon. Back in the red, blue, yellow era. Obviously, he's still with us now because Pokemon's cool like that. And in honor of the new X and Y news with the new Mewtwo form and or new Pokemon related to Mewtwo in some fashion, I decided to push this up a little bit on the review schedule and get this out now. It is a very cool figure. Here is the box. You have the Show Pro logo down here. It's just a sticker. Bandai Tamashii Nation's D-Arts Mewtwo. Shows that it has the first release bonus Mew figure in it. So we'll take a look at that as well. Mewtwo there. Pretty cool on the top. Just continues on the side. A nice glittery foil effect down there. It's not really glittery. It's just a hologram. Shows Mewtwo, various poses, the Tamashii stage included with it. We'll take a look at that too, and then a cool design back here, and stuff on the bottom. This is a Japanese-only release, despite Pokemon being immensely popular in the States. It has a lot to do with Tomy owning the distribution rights for toys in the US, so Bandai couldn't release them over here, because Tomy has the exclusive rights to it, so no release stateside. So you're going to have to hit up an import store or a local store that imported one to go ahead and get this guy. So here is Mewtwo. We'll just kind of move this to the side. Very, very, very cool. I just look at this guy, and to know that we're living in a time where we can have highly detailed, articulated Pokemon figures makes me incredibly happy as a huge Pokemon fan. And he's not that bad. He's got a little bit of balance issues when you don't have the tail flat on the ground. So if you have it up like this, his feet aren't very stable. He doesn't really have good feet because that's Mewtwo. He doesn't really have good feet, and so he's very back heavy. So to remedy this, just kind of get him how you would like him to stand, and then bring his tail down. And like curl it around or however you want to. And that'll act as a nice brace and kind of center him. So no real standing issues as long as you use the tail to your advantage. Other articulation, you've got a full rotation there on the neck, but because of that little neck pipe thing, obviously you can't do a full rotation. But still lots and lots of movement, so no problems there. A fairly decent shoulder joint. It is incredibly tight, at least mine is. So it's kind of a little bit hard to articulate it. And because of the way his armor is shaped right through here, it's a little bit difficult to maneuver around. But shouldn't be too big of a problem. You do have a bicep swivel up there, double joint at the elbow, full rotation there at the hand, and a first for Figuarts and D-Arts as far as I know, articulated fingers. He's only got the 3 fingers. So they're all on individual ball joints and they can be articulated and such. One of the Digimon might have had articulated fingers, I don't remember. But there you got that, so you can pose the fingers however you want to. Ab crunch right there, as well as a waist swivel ball joint thingy right there, so ball and socket. So lots of movement there. Down at the hips, these do come out a little bit and down to give you a little bit more room to articulate. Then they can pop right back up if you don't really need all the articulation. A kind of the same joint that they use in Figuarts ankles, right there at his knee, I guess. It's a backwards knee, but that's how Mewtwo is designed. And then down here, you just have a simple ball and socket joint right there that can swivel around for his foot. So lots of articulation on this guy, and he works absolutely fantastic. My friend Rider Zero got his, and he was complaining about loose joints. Mine doesn't have any loose joints whatsoever. I guess his waist or his ab crunch is probably the loosest joint I have on the figure, outside of the fingers on the hand. So I don't have a problem with him whatsoever. But with most D-Arts, your mileage may vary on terms of quality. D-Arts has very shoddy quality control. So take that as you will. I'm going to kind of put him in a very Kamehameha-esque pose. For now, but very, very cool. His tail is made up of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 different sections. So you can maneuver it all around whatever way you want to, which is very, very nice for posing. This section right here, it can do things like that and look very off. So just kind of want to be careful with that so it doesn't look really goofy. Goofy. But anyway. So yeah, very, very cool. Love it. For accessories, he doesn't really come with much. He comes with an additional hand that has a peg on it, and then that pegs into the effect part. Then he can grip the effect part and just replace the hand. It doesn't specify which attack this is. It just says effect part. It could be Shadow Ball, Psybolt. I'm not... Psychic doesn't have a ball attack. There's several attacks that this could be, so kind of make up whatever one you want to. I like to pretend it's Shadow Ball, even though it's a ghost type attack, but that's just the first thing that pops in my mind when I see a big purple ball. So to get that, all you do is pop off his hand right there, and then pop this one in. Very simple process. Then pop that back in the little socket. And then have it fall out. It doesn't stay in there superbly well, as you can see. Like I said on the box, he does come with Mew as a cute little first release bonus. Future re-releases of Mewtwo, I'm not sure about shipments, but at least reissues of Mewtwo probably won't include Mew. So if you do want the little Mew figure, you want to pick him up while you can. Nothing to do with it. It doesn't have any posability. It's just like a little monster collection like figure. You can sit on your finger, I guess. But there is a little hole in its butt for the Tamashii stage. So if we scoot Mewtwo and bring in this is the Pokeball Tamashii stage that is included with, I think, all of the Pokemon releases. I think Charizard's supposed to come with one too. So that is really cool. This is a stage that I can get behind, mostly because it's Pokemon related. And so it comes with an additional pillar right here, so you can just sit Mew on it. I don't think future releases of him will have the extra pillar, since it's kind of pointless. And then position the Mewtwo's however you want to. You will have to pop out one of the little stage holding thingies in order to get that right. So just kind of wiggle Mew in. The Tamashii stage itself doesn't particularly hold Mewtwo all that well because Mewtwo's body is so thin. So you will have to kind of fiddle around with that. Bring around Mewtwo's tail however you want to. If you want it posed out in the back, you can do that. Want to curl it closer to around Mew, you can do that as well. And there you go. So very, very cool release. If you're a Pokemon fan, there is no reason to skip this, like, at all. Quality control on mine is actually perfect. I have no huge problems with the figure. My only fault with the figure is probably the shoulder joints being a little bit difficult to work with. And the cuts on the tail, I love it because it adds a lot of posability to the tail that you otherwise wouldn't have. But the cuts in the tail does make it look kind of bad. So it's kind of a give or take sort of thing. You have to give a good looking tail for a functional tail. But I do like the functional tail, so I can more than happy to give up a kind of coherent looking tail for something that's actually pliable and movable. But yeah, absolutely fantastic release. If you're a Pokemon fan, no reason to skip it. He should be readily available in most online retailers. I know Mr. S of CS Toys got a couple in last shipment, and they're trying to get some more. So very cool. Like I said, Bluefin did not get the distribution rights for Mewtwo or other Pokemon, so you are going to have to go through import channels to get a hold of this. So that is about all. So you can check out ShukenShobi.com for latest updates on my reviews and hauls. And of course, check out Writers, Rangers, and Rambles, the podcast bringing the latest tokusatsu news in the greatest way possible. And of course, you can buy this guy, more D-Arts, and more at cstoysjapan.com. So take care and have a great one. Bye.